Hello everybody, ZephyrianNick here, and welcome back to The Sims 4, and Happy New Year, even though granted today is January 2nd, it is not January 1st, nor is it December 31st, today is the 2nd of January, it is still 2015, and have a happy 2015 to you. That being aside, we are back with some more of the clowns. The clowns are back in town, and this dipwad went to bed before he went to the bathroom, or did anything for that matter, for he needs Robert Clouden. I need to remember there's an N in that. He needs to defecate and then come over and get some food, for he is a very hungry person as well. Mr. George Clooney over here, he just wants to talk to people. That's all he really wants to do. He does not have a job. Okay. I am a little confused about some stuff with this because it has been, oh man, when was the last time I played on this particular world? The last time I played on this particular world was the last time I recorded. And that was a couple weeks ago. I have been playing an offline world. Go make some mac and cheese. Not family size. And you broke the sink. You fuck up. Of course. The first thing that happens is that Mr. George breaks this. Not George. That's not George. That's Robert. Robert breaks the sink. George is going to have to go fix it. As usual. But that's what he does. He is the fixer. And apparently gets stuck right next to the lamp. I do need to relocate that at some point. Our main priority right now is apparently cleaning up that bowl of food, or chips, that I guess George just left over there for really no reason. Oh, good for you, Robert. Oh yeah, you go eat that. You do it in that lazy, tired fashion that you walk in right now, which, to be fair, is because you're tired. But yes, I've been playing a game offline as well, a different family in a different world. I think I've got a bit more of an idea of what's going on, how to actually do some things in this game, because I know last time, don't read Untamed Treachery of the Heart, put it away. I know in the last session I did, in the last few episodes that were up, that things were a little bit, not necessarily cluttered, that's the wrong word entirely for that, good lord. They were kind of off-kilter a bit, they weren't really fantastic. They weren't really great. They were kind of me just derping around trying to figure out a bit of what's going on with the game. I do have a bit more of a grasp on that now. I think part of... Oh, wait, when does Nick's job begin again? Oh, great. He has to go to work in how many hours? 19. Okay, you need to go over here and write... Okay, that's not what you need to do at all. What do you need to do? Write jokes and practice music. Okay, well, you're just going to go to sleep. That works, too. Actually, yeah, that does work, because he is kind of tired. Who else isn't tired right now? No one, really. I mean, you need to go clean that plate up, bud. No, that's not what that means. Go clean the plate up. Don't just stand there and stare at it, and then you can come over and sleep in the bed that doesn't have guitars on it. Because no guitar bed for you. Meanwhile, Violet got... Her job starts... Oh, she doesn't have to go back for a few days. Did she ever... She did go that one day. What are her skills at currently? Yeah, you can go to bed, bud. I don't really care anymore. Hers was mostly programming, and I think that's what she needs for her job. She needs to do that and play games. So when she wakes up, she'll do that. Actually, we could probably get her up now and just have her go get some food. It'd be a bit easier considering, you know, her sleep bar is almost completely full anyway, so it's not really a big deal. She can just have some scrambled eggs. What's he uncomfortable about? Filthy surroundings. What's so filthy about out here? Aside from the sink, I mean the countertop, which is actually fairly filthy. Oh, great. So now... George is just going to stare at everybody while he eats his dinner. Is that it? Is that the game he's playing at here? It seems like that's the game he's playing at here. Have fun playing that game, George. I'm going to go over here. Oh, well, that's why it's filthy. Violet just throws eggs all over it. That'll make anything filthy. Thank you, George. Okay, well, I thought you were going to come out here and clean that, but I guess not. And apparently you're not even going to finish that garden salad. Violet reached level 2. Brilliant. That's 2 people out. Oh, wow. She got... Making those eggs took a toll on her. Wow. It's like she... What was that? What were the eggs made out of? Volcanic ash? Holy crap. That happens when the Sims reach a certain filth level, by the way. I find it very amusing. It's kind of odd that that happens, but still. Oh, I thought someone woke up over there, but I guess not. You have work in 14 hours. So yeah, you'll be fine for the time being. These two will just chat their lives away, while one is covered in volcanic ash, and the other is, well, just shoveled an entire bowl of garden salad into his mouth in one fell swoop. Yeah, he's got to go sleep, actually. Social isn't quite as important right now, but he gets the fantastic guitar bed. I do want this house to be very small and cramped because there's a bunch of clowns. I mean, it just kind of makes sense that they have this cramped room. However, it does need to be a little bit bigger than this because I would like to add 1 or 2 more characters. Oh, now the bed's going to be filthy. That's going to be a pain to clean. You don't even need to eat anymore. Why are you over here? Okay, stop eating, and then I'll go clean that up. Nope. Okay. Or you could set that down, stretch, and then walk away. No, you're cleaning that plate first. You are cleaning that plate before you get in the shower. Now you may shower. Don't browse the web. Okay, now that they had the ability to shower, she decided she didn't want to shower. She just wanted to go right over here. Alright, well you can do... Oh, enter novice tournament. I forgot that they could do that. Let's do incredible sports. I want her to get to a bit of a higher level in those before she starts doing that, just to be safe. No one else can currently wake. Well, I could wake George up in the middle of the day. Not the middle of the... Well, it is early in the morning, but certainly not middle of the day. In the middle of his sleep to go over and clean up this pool of water that Violet caused because she just breaks absolutely freaking everything. There is a sim in my other world that I named her Violet as well. But she breaks everything. I mean, the first time I put her into that world, she broke the toilet. Then she went into the other room and broke the sink. So, I have bad luck when it comes to Sims, but that's kind of what happens when you give them the clumsy trait. They tend to damage things and break things more often and just, in general, be a massive screw-up in life. I find that very entertaining, because that's honestly kind of how I am in real life, because I am a very, very clumsy individual. But you have to work in 11 hours, and you need to go inspired. So let's actually not have him take a shower quite yet, because what they can do... what do I need? Do I need jokes or routine? Write jokes, practice music. Okay. Yeah, you keep dancing like that, bud. See how far that gets you. Write jokes. But anyway, because you can go here and take a steamy shower. No, it's thoughtful. I get the mix-up sometimes. It doesn't really end well. But a thoughtful shower, and that usually ends up being inspired. I got that kind of imprinted into my mind because one of the Sims that I play as in my other world, he is not an artist, he's an author. Basically what Robert needs to be. Which is the sole reason we bought that second computer. What's the purple trait? Oh, he's focused and he is decorated. That's not what that means. That's the part. Well, I almost said apartment, but this is kind of like a little shitty apartment. Is well decorated. The only decoration that's really here is don't disappoint Bob. I'm sorry, Bob Ross's disappointment. Don't disappoint Bob Ross is the book that he sold in the last episode. Now again, just make sure. Okay, well, I really don't want her to miss work. I need to remember that. I've never had any of my Sims miss work yet on any of my worlds, and I feel kind of happy about that. I've had one of them come very close once. Alright, so that's 50% done. I'm not going to wait for that to level up. I want him to stop writing jokes. Which skill is higher currently for him? No, that's not what I meant to do. Is it piano or guitar? Oh, they're about pretty close, but I think guitar's at a higher level. One of my other Sims also, not only do they write, that same Sim in the other world that writes also creates music and sells that with royalties. However, it takes like 10 hours for them to write one of the songs, which I suppose does make a little bit of sense. I mean, it's a pretty time-consuming process. For the most part, I mean, it's not something that just happens really, really quickly. But when it's in a game like this, when you can sit down and write a book in, I don't know, 2 hours maybe? 3 hours in game time? It's actually a bit longer than that, but it's not a particularly long time. And it takes longer, easily double that time to write a song. It's a little ridiculous. I feel like it should take longer to write the book than anything, but that is just me. Speaking of writing a book, we're going to have Robert, that is Robert, right? That is Robert Clouden. He is going to come over here and write a genre book, a short story. Who will it be about? Never Disappoint Bob Ross got us $4. The Nightmare at the Bon Jovi concert got us $5. Now, once you get a certain writing skill, you can send them the books to publishers, and that will get you more money. Wittershin's Ballet and Other Short Stories. We are not going to call it that. We are going to call it, since it is a short story. What are we going to call it? Nightmare at the Bon Jovi concert. Might as well call it a second one. The Nightmare at the Bon Jovi. Nope, not Vovi. The Bon Vovi. I'm just going to leave it Bon Vovi concert. Nightmare at the Bon Vovi concert. Bon fucking Vovi. There we go. The Bon Jovi concert. Oh, wait. What is Violet doing? Oh, she's very oh, she had to go to the bathroom. Okay, well, I guess she can practice programming after she's done ruining the toilet again. Are you just gonna wash your hands? I guess not. Program. No, I don't know what I just had her do. Let's just practice programming. Okay, so that is what she actually needed to do. I wanted to make sure that wasn't a something I had seen wrong. Now, I've also found out in the other world the extreme value that these points have when it comes to getting the new aspirations, because some of them are really, really useful. Like, if I go into the rewards store, go to traits, the potions, I don't see them as much of a use for them. I scroll, like, way down here, find that plants a garden have amazing vitality, and then all skills much faster with savant. Professional slackers, they have no fear of being demoted or fired. Never weary, they need to sleep much less often. Hardly hungry, don't eat. A lot of these just kind of lower their needs. But then you get stuff like antiseptic, which is actually the same thing, and I completely missed that. Where's the other ones I had? Independent, their need decays slower. Frugal, they don't have as many bills, which is very good because the bills can get very expensive in this game. Entrepreneurial, I think is how they pronounce it. Get promoted more likely. Marketable, a lot of them are very useful. I think the one I found the most useful was a creative visionary. Because if you have a bunch of Sims that do stuff with art and writing and stuff like that, that becomes incredibly useful, as for the obvious reason of they get inspired more often, and, well, they don't get inspired more often, that's a dumb thing to say. Things that they create and that they sell, they can sell for a pretty substantially larger amount of money than most other Sims can. Who's still sleeping? That would be George. George, why don't you get out of bed, go to the bathroom, and then come over here and make yourself some food. All in your bathrobe, too. Because that's how George Clooney rolls. He just lives through life in his bathrobe and then destroys our toilet for absolutely no valid reason other than the fact that he just really didn't want that toilet to not function. I mean, he really wanted that toilet to not function properly. He just wanted it so bad that he went out and broke our damn toilet. As George Clooney does, he just wanders into random people's homes and breaks their toilet. Here, nope, George, you need to go over here and mop that. Don't talk to him. He's busy. Mop the floor, and then you need to make yourself food. Cook. What does he want? Let's have George make himself a BLT. There we go. I might make another sim that has a good, well, cooking aspiration, and then have them make all the food for everybody in the house. Just make group meals, and they store it in the refrigerator. It's a bit easier that way, to be honest. How's everyone doing? Everyone's stuff is kind of fine for the most part right now, but they'll need food and sleep pretty soon. But anyway, I think that's going to be the end of this episode, everybody. We didn't really get as much done as in other episodes, but I definitely, don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, George went around and just started breaking things and is sitting on this couch eating... That looks nothing like a BLT. Nothing like a BLT. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Us and the clowns will see you next time.